Welcome to the Fascia-Informed Therapist, the essential podcast for occupational therapy professionals looking to deepen their understanding of fascia's pivotal role in therapy and health. I'm your host, Amy Mayer, an experienced occupational therapist, practice owner, and dedicated educator. Here we'll dive into the fascinating world of fascia, exploring its significance in the human body and its critical influence on occupational therapy practice. Each episode will bring you cutting-edge insights, expert interviews, and practical strategies to help you confidently integrate the science of fascia into your therapeutic approach. Whether you're a seasoned practitioner or just starting out, our goal is to equip you with high-quality, evidence-based, and fascia-informed continuing education opportunities that will enhance your skills and benefit your clients. So join us as we unravel the complexities of fascia and transform the way you practice occupational therapy. All health and wellness practitioners are welcome. Let's learn, grow, and evolve together. Hi, I'm Amy, and this is another edition of the Fascia-Informed Therapist. And today I'm going to talk about a question that I get pretty regularly, and that is, should I learn myofascial release? And my answer is generally, well, it's another skill that you can add to your toolbox, the great big toolbox that most of us occupational therapy practitioners have. So that depends completely upon you and what you do with your clients and how you approach your practice. But do I think it would benefit most practitioners? Yes, I do. But then the next question is, well, where should I go for this? What should I learn? And that, my friends, is completely up to you. There are a lot of different brands of myofascial release out there now. In the course that I have, the Integrating Fascia Science into OT Practice course, talks about 7 different techniques that say they address fascia. And there's also many, many more that I did not talk about that maybe are more tool-based. For instance, instrument-assisted soft tissue mobilization says they address fascia. A lot of K-taping say they address fascia. So there's lots and lots of things out there that say they address fascia with their either hands-on, tool-based, or hands-off approach to care. Lots of innovation going out there, around out there too, as an individual therapist goes and learns a individual technique, they're going to take that technique, they're going to integrate their clinical experience with that technique, they're going to integrate the science that they learn with that technique, and then that creates innovation, and that is the way of the world. So what do you really need to know before you go to any one of these courses or even think about taking one of them is, what does the science say? And that is what I am trying to, I'm not trying, I am offering a course that will provide for you a very practical look at the science behind the fascia. And what do we know? And I'm giving you my decades of reading and learning and attending courses and webinars, and what I've distilled down to what I think is the most important content that we need to understand as practitioners. And when you have that science and you've integrated that into what you already know, that gives you the ability to be a critical thinker when it comes to, first of all, choosing a course and deciding what to go to and what to learn. But then when you get to that course and you're in that course and you're being taught a strategy, or a skill or a way of thinking or new information, you can be a critical thinker and decide whether that fits with your understanding of the fascial system, how it fits with your practice, where you might use it, what types of clients you might use it on, what sorts of problems you might want to address. When you go into a class with the science, you can also think of more ways beyond what they're suggesting of how to use it and how to apply it. You're doing your own innovation kind of on the spot, but then you take that and you go into practice and you're going to come up with more ways of innovating and applying the new skills that you're learning in a course. So you're going to get more out of that course if you go into it with the science. And if you don't, you can absolutely go, but without the science behind it, you're kind of a technician. You're applying a skill without really having to think a lot about the underlying pieces of it. And that kind of makes you a technician. And there's nothing wrong with that. We need technicians to do things, but that's not really how the world of occupational therapy works. We're trained to be critical thinkers and to look at every single person that we encounter as unique and different and has different meanings that are important to them in terms of their occupation and how they live in the world. What this also gives you is the ability to explain what you're doing and how it works, how it's addressing the problem that this unique person in front of you is having, and what it's going to do for them. What do you expect the outcome to be and why? And if you're going to ask them then to implement some of the self-care techniques, then you can also explain to them what they're getting out of it, why it's important, and what they might expect as an outcome. Something else that is also very important to point out is there are times when we can't put our hands on people. We can't do the manual therapy. That might be perhaps in a mental health setting or in a setting where we have someone with certain history of trauma or mental health concerns that we don't want to do that. So we know too, through the science, and I share in the course, many other ways to affect fascia health and wellness without putting your hands on someone. And in the course, I explain what is the science behind why it works and how it impacts the fascia. And those things are teaching someone diaphragmatic breathing, teaching them how stress impacts the fascia, teaching them how hydration, nutrition, and supplementation can affect fascia, sleep, posture and body alignment, how creating a more stable or more mobile body and what we can do to address the fascia. What are the right kinds of stretching? What are the right kinds of exercise that help to keep the fascia healthy and well? So there are many, many, many things that we can do with small tweaks that address the fascia without ever having to put our hands on someone at all. So that is definitely worthy of layering into your consideration on whether or not you should learn any manual therapy techniques that address fascia. So this is definitely one of the shorter podcasts so far, but it's a question that I get a lot, and I hope that you will become a critical thinker and add this into your many, many layers of knowledge already, and think about that prior to making your next choice of hands-on course to attend. Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you for tuning in to the Fascia-Informed Therapist. It's been a pleasure sharing insights and strategies to help you integrate fascia science into your practice. I'm Amy Mayer, and I hope today's episode has inspired you to explore further and take your therapeutic skills to the next level. Remember, we're committed to creating and providing top-notch, evidence-based, fascia-informed continuing education that empowers you as an occupational therapy practitioner. Stay connected with us for more enriching content, and don't forget to check out our online courses to deepen your expertise. Until next time, keep expanding your knowledge, refining your skills, and confidently applying the science of fascia to your practice. Here's to advancing together in health and wellness.